21st or 20th. Like, that feels like so long ago. But we're here. We're here in 2023 already. We've got a pretty exciting show for you all. It's obviously focused on one major thing. That's Team of the Tournament. But before we get into all that jazz and all that fun player reveals and going through that, I just want to ask everybody in chat is what OVR are you guys all at right now? I know World Cup, the event, has been very positively received by the community. I know I've had fun playing it. I know you guys are all probably having a lot of fun playing it. So I just want to see what OVR has World Cup taken you guys to so far. And then, obviously, when we'll get to those Team of the Tournament players, I could see some of those OVRs going up.
Deixa o like aí, tropa.
But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people in the 120s. That's great to see. I myself I'm at about 127. I've got myself a full World Cup squad. Do have my eyes on a few other guys to add in. Did get myself the 107 event icon from the path, Ronaldinho. I'm still working towards that prime icon, Eusebio, on that reward path. The 109 striker there. And I know there's been a lot of people who have been making some just beautiful squads. So it's great to see.
Vai chegar amanhã sim, Gabriel. Vai chegar sim.
I know, like, in terms of the event itself, the World Cup event, tons of star players. The engagement is. I found weekend rankings as well was something that I've gotten really excited for every single weekend. I know we have one more weekend rankings to go this coming weekend. So hopefully you guys can all get some really good rewards out of those. I know myself, I got a 105 Hazard last weekend. It wasn't too bad, but still pretty solid. But yeah, otherwise, it's good to see you guys all back in chat. I'm seeing a lot of different languages here in chat as well. Seeing a lot of Spanish, seeing some Arabic. It's great to see, seeing a little bit of French in there. It's awesome to see everybody from around the world just kind of joining in on FIFA Mobile Live, and obviously celebrating this big kind of culmination. So yeah, we'll kind of go through our show here. We got a lot of cool content to go through. Obviously, Team of the Tournament. And then once we go through that, we'll have some giveaways, and then after the giveaway, we'll find a streamer here and we'll raid their channel. So like we kind of did last time. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. If you guys are all ready, chat, I think we can kick off. Basically, getting right into the meat of things. It's Team of the Tournament. It's the big reveal. You want to see the players. Obviously, you know some players who are going to be there. Like, I'm sure if you drop in chat your predictions, I've seen a lot of them. You already know the major guys, some of the guys who are in the final, some of them who scored a lot of goals. A certain player that starts with an M. Another player that starts with an M. I can see that already. You guys are dropping it in there. You know their OVRs. You probably don't know their positions, but there's a bunch of other guys as well. So we've got a lot of screenshots to go into. And then while we go through these screenshots, I'll also let you guys know where you can get these Team of the Tournament players, how many you're likely to get, and also, do you get a choice? Is it random? All that kind of stuff. So without further ado, chat, we're time to reveal our first Team of the Tournament screenshot. So let's bring that up on screen here. And it's none other than Emiliano Martinez. We have our first goalie in Team of the Tournament, the only goalie in Team of the Tournament, and he is the 108. We got screenshots, all the screenshots. So they are tradable. All of these players in Team of the Tournament will be tradable on the market when they release tomorrow. So to give you guys a run through of how you're going to be getting these Team of the Tournament players,
aqui vai ter Emiliano
you can get them obviously
Martinez,
from the
como vocês podem
player
ver.
collection. So I know
Acho
a
que
lot
ele
of
vai
you have
ter
already collected
overall 108
11
ali,
of
né?
those 100
No
pluses, a
FIFA
bunch of
Mobile.
the other groups, or not the groups, the 90 pluses, 70, 80s, all that stuff. And you get one of those. The other ones is also collecting from those 105s and 106s from the bonus prizes. as well as the event icons. So just another thing I've been seeing as well, make sure that you add all of those group players into one lineup. So like remove them from all your previous lineups, add them in another lineup, and that should help. So that's for the player collection to get this. Also, I'm just seeing all transferable. The answer is yes, they are all transferable. So this is our first one, Emilia Martinez. Let's move over to our next screenshot. And that is left back Theo Hernandez. So we're going to be going from goalkeeper all the way up through defense, midfield, into forward. And we have here our left back Theo Hernandez from the French team getting in there, and he's got pace, obviously a really good pace, and a very good upgrade right there. Big dub in the chat. I agree. This is one of the best looking left back. The pace is the skill boost. So let's move on to our next screenshot as well. We have another player here. We're going to be going to the center backs, and that is John Stones. John Stones makes it into our team of the tournament. So what we tried to do was have at least one player from all of the quarterfinalists, with a few more with semifinalists, and then obviously the finalists get a few more as well. I know you're probably looking and saying, wait, what is he doing here? But we wanted to include at least all of the quarterfinalists. So John Stone's here at defending. So let's move on to our next team of the tournament player. And that is another center back in Vardiol, the 108. So he is coming in there with 108. He's got tackling. And to let you guys all know, there's 16 team of the tournament players. So there are players from all of the quarterfinal teams, and then a few more for semifinalists, and then finalists get a few more as well. So in total, 16. So Vardiol, another thing to mention as well, because I did say that there's going to be players from all the quarterfinalist teams. There are 2 Brazilian players in team of the tournament. Unfortunately, I can't show them on stream. However, there's a center back here,
Bem, aqui é o
Thiago Silva,
Gilvardiol, né?
is a
108,
center back in team of
114
the
de
tournament, and
passe.
he's marking. So you'll
Tá
want to look out
mostrando
for
aí o
that.
negócio do,
And then also the second Brazilian
do
player is
jogo, né?
Richarlison, who's a striker, and he is second striker skill boost. Both of them are 108s. Can't show them on stream, but I just want to let you guys know as well. So next screenshot we got is going to be our right back here,
Agora o
and that is
Hakimi,
Hakimi,
lateral direito,
is our 108 right back team of the tournament.
127 passes, 108, 109 de chute,
Look at that pace,
125 de
that dribbling,
finalização.
passing, defending,
Dribbling.
the whole deal. Big dub, right, chat? This is he already had a great 106, but seeing this 108 team of the tournament is really, really good. We're looking good right now, right? Players there. Those were the 2 that we have. Let's move in now to our center mid. We have our next screenshot here. That's none other than Jude Bellingham, a real, I'd say, breakout star of the tournament. But if you've been watching him at Borussia Dortmund, you know this guy
Olha o
is
Bellingham, mano.
a generation player. I think he's going to be one of the best center mids in the world coming up. He might already be up there. So Jude Bellingham gets the 108. He really drove, I think, in those England games. If you watch that header, he first scored against Iran, and then even just the game against Senegal, really put England in positions to win, and he looked really, really strong going forward. And you look at this player item, and you look at the stats that he has, just an all-around great center mid, and long passing as well. If that's a skill boost you use, I think he's going to be real good. People are saying, please give me Bellingham. Yep, agreed. He's gonna look really good in midfield there. And just I think the balance he has across all his stats. And 5-star weak foot. He's got the 4-star skill moves. Looking really, really good. So we're going to move on to another center mid here. I think people would be really happy to see
Agora
him.
Luka Modric.
Luka Modric, semi-finalist with Croatia. Look at the passing. Look at the dribbling. And he's got vision as a skill boost. Is quite unreal. And I think if you had his 106 item from previously, you're just going to be really happy to see this 108. Because you know that Modric items, they play really well. He plays really well in game and head-to-head. And just, even though he's not the most physical and his pace is good, everything else, he's smooth when you're using him. And he's got the 5-star weak foot. I think this guy's gonna be very, very good. Especially after you got the 106 and you had that Tott item as well. Top player. So let's take a little pause there, chat. We're about halfway through our team of the tournament players. It's a lot of players, chat. We have 16 in total. We're going to be showing 14, obviously. And here are those 2 Brazilian players that we went through. Can't show them on, but they were Thiago Silva and Richarlison. But yeah, chat, what are we thinking so far? Team of the tournament players. Dubs in the chat halfway through. I think it's looking good. So another thing as well, I just kind of wanted to mention, we'll have a screenshot coming up of that after we get through all these players. But it's basically going to be, there's going to be an exchange for Team of the Tournament players. That is one thing I wanted to mention. I'll get into the more details there. But I do want to just lay out the different ways you can get Team of the Tournament players. You're going to have an exchange. There's that player collection. There's also like the regular program player section that we had for like previous chapters. And then there's also a step-up offer. So different ways you can get Team of the Tournament players. And I think people will be quite happy. And the other thing I kind of wanted to put in there is that when you're getting Team of the Tournament players from the player collection and the exchange, it's a random chance at any of those 16 players. So they're all 108s, and they're all going to have a equal chance of getting them. So you could get Stones, you could get Hakimi, you could even get Martinez. So that's kind of a little intermission there on Team of the Tournament players. Let's jump back into our next Team of the Tournament player. I think we were at, finished up, yeah, we're at Gakpo right here. So we have a left mid and a right mid. We're going to start off here with the left mid and Cody Gakpo. If you remember, he had a 99 victory player in the World Cup event. This is a big upgrade on that. A 108, the left mid. He was a left winger with victory, but left mid here to fit the Team of the Tournament formation we were going for. And you look at that, the 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, unreal item here. The 130 pace, 130 dribbling. He comes in there as like one of the top left mids. And then he's got long shots as his skill boost. So if you had watched some of the Dutch games in this tournament, he really broke out. He had 3 goals. He looked really, really good for the team, driving a lot of the attack. And actually, a few days ago, he completed a transfer from the Eredivisie to Liverpool. So he's actually a Liverpool player now. If you hadn't heard, probably the biggest or second biggest signing of this winter transfer period, depending on who you ask. I think you know who the other one was, but we won't go there. But anyways, yeah, Cody Gakpo, 108 here, left mid. One of the possible Team of the Tournament players you could be getting. So I see in chat people asking about other players. We'll get through to that. We have a couple other guys that I'm noticing you're mentioning. We will share that shortly. So we had our left mid here. Let's pop over to our next player we have in the screenshots, and that is none other than a right mid, Bruno Fernandes from the Portuguese team. They made it to the quarterfinals. They were upset by Morocco in what was I think, very surprising result. Morocco played, obviously, unreal. But Fernandes had a really good tournament. In those first few games in the group stages, he was really lighting it up. He was on the ball. He was scoring. He assisted. Bruno was looking really good. And this item as well. If you look at the 108 at a right mid, sure, he may not be the fastest right mid, but if you look at his shooting all the way through the dribbling, he is going to be unreal. So it's our Portuguese entry into team of the tournament. So I see people asking like, oh, what is this English player doing here? What is this Dutch player? What is this Portuguese player? Every team from the quarterfinals got at least one team of the tournament player. So that may be why you're asking. Anyways, let's move on. We have a few more players to go through here, and that is our next one.
Oh,
Is going to be
Griezmann,
none other
meio
than
campo.
center attacking mid for the runners-up, Antoine Griezmann. Add a cam here. He's got 118 pace. He's got the 129 shooting, 130 pace. It was 130 passing, and then 132 dribbling. If you watch the French games in the World Cup, Griezmann was really, really influential. He was obviously really good going forward. Put in a lot of great balls in for Giroud and Mbappe, who got on the end of them and scored. But also on the defensive side of things, I noticed Griezmann was really tracking back a lot, almost playing like a center mid at times. And he was so influential. I think he was one of their key players in their run to the finals. And obviously, his stats here reflect just how good he is. And I think for a Cam, a 108, it's a dub. It's a dub from me. And I think, chat, he'll be somebody you could pair up with Zidane if you're looking to run two cams, or if you even have a third cam for a 4-2-3-1 narrow. That would be something you could look at doing. So, yes, I agree. Griezmann, W. So, all right. So, we're here at Griezmann. So I'm seeing a few questions coming in. Just a quick recap. Let's do just a quick recap, everybody. It's 16 total players. We'll just stay on this Griezmann screenshot for now, though. We don't have to exit out. We can stay on this Griezmann screenshot. But 16 total team of the tournament players. You'll be getting one through exchange. Possibility for more exchanges. I'll go into detail later. Player collection. You've already seen that. It's live in game. And then there's a program player section that these team of the tournament players will be added. And a step-off offer as well. The other thing as well is if you're asking where are the Brazilian players, there are 2 Brazilian players. Cannot show them here. However, they will be there in Thiago Silva and Richarlison. In any case, let's move on to our attackers. I think this is what everyone is here to see. I think you know who's going to be here. But let's show off the real influential guys in this tournament. The ones that people have been asking for since the first minute of this stream. And that is Julian Alvarez, 108 striker, a real breakout star of the tournament. Although if you've been watching Manchester City and you saw him come from the Argentinian league, you know that he is a rising star. He is going to be an amazing player, I think, going forward. Man City, I think Pep is going to do a great job developing him. He's obviously there with Haaland as striker, but I think he's carving out himself a role at City. But in terms of the Argentinian squad, he was huge. He actually, I don't think a lot of people predicted him at the start of the tournament to be this influential. But as the tournament grew and Argentina kind of grew into the tournament, he was there every step of the way, and he was really great off the ball, made a lot of runs, and I think his pace opened things up for someone like Messi to really put Argentina in a position to win. So he obviously came up with some important goals against Croatia. He drew also a penalty, and he was very, very important in Argentina's championship run. So this is his striker item. If you remember before, he had a left mid as a 102. That was to fit the Argentina kind of predetermined formation. Right now in the team of the tournament, he rightfully is in as a striker, a 108. And I agree, Chad, that is a W. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. He's got finishing.
Finta, né?
Julian
Uma
Alvarez
finta,
with the
Alvarez.
129 shot shooting and the 129 dribbling. It's a W. Chat, I agree. And 89 defending, actually. Someone pointed that out. For a striker, is actually very good. Alvarez does have really good base stats, and it shows. So, chat, we've got our last 2. I think you know where we're going with these last 2. They're the 2 main men of this World Cup. The 2 players that I think, if you look back in history and think 2022 World Cup, who were the stars? Who was the main I guess,
Isso é de passo,
protagonist
não
of
de
the show,
chute,
and
de passe.
you already know. So
Isso.
we're gonna move on to our next screenshot here. I just did a poor job segueing into it, but
Ó, o
we're gonna
Mbappé
pull up
aí, ponta
the man who
esquerda,
scored a
cara.
hat trick in the finals, none other than Kylian Mbappe, 108, left
Mbappé,
winger.
ponta esquerda.
Not much else to say, really. 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, 133 pace, 133 shooting, dribbling 131.
É bom, hein?
And he's got
5
speed.
a 5 de pé na bunda.
He's a left winger. This is something else. His performance in the finals, his performance throughout the whole tournament, the fact that he's done this now in 2 World Cups, I think it just speaks to how good he is, where he's going to really progress as a player, and it's hard to put anyone, maybe other than the next guy we show, above Mbappe at the moment. At least after that performance and just kind of what he's done over the past few years and where he's going to end up as well. It's kind of scary to see.
Vem pra live, galera. Vem pra live agora.
So, yeah, looking at these stats, I think, chat, his Mbappe left winger, he's going to be absolutely unreal. He's going to be so good to play with in game. I'm really excited to try him out at some point. And it's a great looking item here. So, let's move on now to our final player to show off in team of the tournament. We kept
Oba, Lionel Messi
this
ponta
guy
direita.
for last, and I think you all know why.
Favorito, hein?
Lionel Messi, 108 right winger. Look at that action shot. Look at that dynamic shot, everybody. That is gorgeous with the World Cup as he walks across the podium. And then you can see he's a right winger with just 130 pace all the way to shooting and the passing and the dribbling. And then he's got agility as a skill boost. This item, 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves. And obviously he's physical. He's not the most physical player anyways, but just the pace and shooting, passing and dribbling, he's going to be really smooth on the ball. And it's just going to be great to use a Messi item like this at the right winger position. So I'm seeing a lot of dubs in the chat. Both Mbappe and Messi going to be crazy good to use in game. So chat, before we get into a few more of the screenshots we have, I want to ask, out of all of these players, who would you want to get? If you had the choice, who would you want to get in team of the tournament? Let's drop in chat. Who is the best player you saw out of all of those, and who would you want in your team? I'm seeing a lot of the same names, starting with an M there. Seeing a lot of Messi's, but also seeing some others. Seeing Bellingham, seeing Gakpo, Hakimi. Yeah, I mean this chapter of Team of the Tournament I think it's an awesome culmination of the World Cup event. I'm really excited. A lot of amazing looking items there, and obviously these screenshots. If you missed some of the previous show or you're just tuning in, they'll be shared across Reddit, Discord, and on Twitter, or you can go back and watch the rest of the stream. But tons of amazing looking items, and I also love that the dynamic shots. So like the action shots that we use on the player items, they come from the World Cup. Some of them come from the biggest moments, like Messi when he won the World Cup and he's kissing the World Cup. Looks great. Or that Mbappe scoring a pivotal goal there. So it just kind of puts a really nice bow on this amazing World Cup, this amazing World Cup event as well. I'm just really excited to dive into Team of the Tournament tomorrow. So we're going to bring up our next screenshot here, just kind of to explain to you guys one of the ways that you can get a Team of the Tournament player. So you know how I mentioned, everybody, that you can get a Team of the Tournament player through exchanges? Here is actually the exchange, along with the exchange conditions. So normally you don't show these requirements, but we figured, you know what? This is a special Team of the Tournament exchange. You want to be here on stream. You want to see what the conditions are, and you kind of get a early look at what you'll need to get your hands on one of the 16 team of the tournament players. So this could be any of the 108s when you do this exchange. And you'll notice it's 11 100 plus World Cup event players, 15 95 plus World Cup players, and then 20 90 plus. And then the final one is 80s. 1 second, I'll just pull up what it actually was. It was the final one was to have 20 80 plus World Cup players. So that could be base or event. For these first ones here, for the 100 plus, 95 plus, and 90 plus, it's only event players. Base players will not count for those first three. However, the one at the bottom that's kind of hidden, that's going to be 20, 80 plus, and that could be base or event. So this is kind of to show you guys what the exchange would be like. It's a limit of 1. It's only open for the first week, or the only week. And you kind of get a look at it. So just a little hint there. And these are, by the way, the team of the tournament players are fully auctionable. So no concerns there. And I think we have another screenshot to show here. There we go. So this is what I said, chat, with the program players. So you know how there's those guaranteed points that we have every single week that come up? They'll show up here as well. So if you remember, you could get those guaranteed points. This is just another section where you could go and pick the team of the tournament player you want. These are actually they're quite pricey to get, I'll be honest. Even with the player special and the offers there, it's a lot of gems. So would be the first place I'd recommend going to. It's just there as an option if you really want to get one guy in particular that you didn't get from the exchange, you didn't get from the player collection, or you didn't get from like the step-up offers. So kind of just an overall view. There's 4 different ways. Oh, actually, another thing I just wanted to add was in the exchange section, I did mention there's like that one exchange, the one we just showed. There's actually a second exchange for just regular 100 plus OVR players. So like you could do an exchange to get any 100 plus OVR players. Team of the tournament players are actually in that pool of potential 100 plus players. It's just a really low chance. So you might actually get lucky and pull a team of the tournament player in that other exchange. There's a potential for it. It's just a low chance of it. So again, chat, this is only here for a week. The World Cup event ends on January 12th. All of this goes live tomorrow at reset. There's a lot to go through. I mean, it wasn't a lot to go through. It's just a lot of great-looking players. I think, chat, it's a lot of potential to get team of the tournament players. I think you've got at least 1 through the exchange if you can make it happen. You've got 1 through probably the player collection if you've been collecting all those group players. A couple more if you got lucky with some of those bonus prizes players, or even if you got the event icon one. So there's some options there, and then kind of the extra ones on the side if you have a ton of gems or FIFA points left over. It's kind of a good option to get a bunch of team of the tournament players, and that goes without saying that there's going to be some interesting market activity with these team of the tournament players too. They're 108s, they're high OVR, their stats are unreal. It's going to be really exciting to see how tomorrow plays out. So we are kind of at the culmination of our show. What we want to go through now is chat is giveaways. So we do have a giveaway. We're doing 5 winners, and there are actually, you get the choice for all 5 winners. You get the choice of 108 team of the tournament Messi, goalkeeper Martinez, or Mbappe. Your choice of the 3, and we have special action shots with them with their individual trophies. So like Messi is also holding the World Cup and Player of the Tournament trophy. Martinez has the Golden Glove or the goalkeeper of the tournament, and then Mbappe with the top scorer in the tournament. So it's kind of like an alternative action shot there. So your choice: Messi, Martinez, or Mbappe. All 3 of them are 108s. We are going to drop the hashtag for you guys all to put in chat, and we'll be picking 5 winners. So actually, chat, while you're putting in this hashtag, make sure to go follow us on Twitch. because that's important for us to get in contact with you if you do win. So make sure you follow us. I can see that there's a lot of new people following us on Twitch, which is great to see. Very excited about that. Hashtag TOTT. That is great to see. So let's pull the hashtag up on screen. I see a lot of people have already guessed what the hashtag is going to be. Hashtag TOTT, team of the tournament. You guys are good at this. We didn't even put it up on screen, and chat knows what we're going to go with. I think this has happened a few times already, where we say the word giveaway, and chat already knows our hashtag. It's kind of funny. You guys are really good at it. So yeah, hashtag TOTT puts you in for a potential 108 Messi, Martinez, or Mbappe giveaway, untradeable team of the tournament item. So it's our special kind of giveaway item we've been doing for a lot of these streams. But these are the tournament ones, which are going to be really exclusive, really exciting. So we're going to pull 5 winners. I think we have our first winner in right now. So let's see if we can put that up on screen. We'll make sure as well to get in contact with you. Make sure as well you're following us on Twitch. I noticed we got a lot of new followers coming in today. And actually, our stream is a lot of people in stream. I think this is our biggest stream to date. We're looking at about over 10,000, which is very exciting. Yeah. Wow, we're hitting some good numbers, chat. It's exciting to see. So we've got our first winner. Let's pull him up on screen here. There we go. We have Edge Wiped. I think that's how I pronounce it. EGEWIPED. Congrats, you are a winner for your choice of one of 3 team of the tournament players of your choice. So that's Messi, Martinez, and Mbappe. That's our first one. I think we have our second winner coming up. Perfect. Let's pull that up on screen. We have our second winner, chat. Ankit6616. Congrats, you are our second winner. So hashtag TOTT. Oh, and actually, one other thing, chat, I forgot to mention, World Cup related, was victory players. So if you remember those 99 OVR players you get from winning the single player tournament mode, those ones that are untradeable, those are actually going to become tradable next week on the 12th. And there's going to be about 5 of those players based on the countries that had the most votes that will get a plus. It'll be a +2 OVR boost to them. So look out for that in about a week's time, next Thursday. We'll release some more information on it, but just know that some of those 99s you've been holding on to may get an OVR boost, and they will all become untradeable. They will all become tradable as well. So just keep that in mind, chat, for next week. We'll obviously shed more information in next week's stream too. But anyways, that was kind of the little quick tidbit I had forgotten to mention. But right now, we got to wrap up our giveaways because I know everyone's spamming hashtag TOTT in the chat. And we got our third winner here. Let's pull up on screen. We have Tazim46. Tazim46 or Tazim. Congrats. Congrats, you guys. We have 3 winners here. We got a couple more. I'm seeing actually some on Discord, on the FUT Mobile Discord, a lot of people talking about the 100s and the 90s. Telling you, if you come in for stream, you kind of get some important information. Obviously, we won't be doing this all the time. This is kind of a once in a while thing, but it's still worthwhile to tune in. Twitch streams have some important information. All right, so we got our 4th winner. let's pull it up. All right, we have Ya Excel 30, or YAX, or YAHXL 30. So that's 4 out of our 5 winners. Again, if you win the giveaway, you get your choice of Messi, Martinez, or Mbappe, the special edition team of the tournament player items. So those are obviously giveaway items. They're untradeable as usual. And it's your choice of the 3. So make sure you follow us on Twitch here. And if you win, you're going to get that awesome looking item of your choice in your team. So we have our final winner here. Let's pull it up on screen, our 5th and final winner. This is an interesting one. Okay, so we have Konomo __. I believe that's 2 underscores there in the name. But Konomo __. Congrats, you are our 5th and final winner. And that kind of wraps up our giveaways, chat. So if you're one of those 5 giveaway winners, definitely keep an eye out on those whispers, follow us, and look out for a message from either Jason, Lucondo, could even be this account. We'll get in contact with you, and we'll make sure that you get those players into your team tomorrow when Team of the Tournament goes live. But otherwise, chat, that kind of puts a bit of a wrap on our show today. It was a very straight to the point show. I think you guys all came into the show wanting to know one thing, and that was who's in Team of the Tournament, how do I get Team of the Tournament players, and I want to see their stats. I want to see how they look like. So we hope we kind of gave you that.
Bom, galerinha, acho que já deu mesmo, né? De estar traduzindo isso aí, esse cara. Mas obrigado aí por quem compareceu, tamo junto aí, o Gabriel Queiroz, tamo junto aí, galera. Valeu.